Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be going over update 7.0, which is coming to Battlefield 5. Now, I'm going to be going over a few things that have been posted on the Battlefield 5 Reddit. So we'll be going over those, so then people that haven't seen that will have a chance to be able to get informed about this. And I'll be leaving the Reddit posts and everything made by them down in the comments, so you can go check it out yourself. So to get started with this, we are getting 6 new vehicles, they've said, 2 new maps, 9 new weapons, 5 new gadgets, and 3 new types of grenades. Now, I found that quite interesting with 3 new types of grenades. So what we'll be getting with one of the maps is the Al Mirage encampment. So that is the Libya map that a lot of people have been talking about. And they said on their Reddit post, the first of the 2 maps is the all-new Al Mirage encampment set in Libya. This is an infantry-only map where you can expect both close quarters fights and ranged combat depending on where you are on the battlefield. It's 64 players on Conquest and Breakthrough, with additional configurations available on Squad Conquest and Team Deathmatch. So it looks like you are getting other game modes as well on that, instead of it just being set to a few. So that's great. The second map is a redesigned and expanded province. The play area has been extended to include the farmland and the areas around the outskirts of the town, bringing tanks into this battlefield on 64-player Conquest and Breakthrough. I'm guessing they're still keeping possibly the Squad Conquest and things on that. Both of these maps feature the US and German armies as 2 playable factions, with additional changes having also been made to Twisted Steel and Panzerstorm. We'll be following up with similar adjustments on Al Sudan later this month. In the interim, these maps won't be featured. This map, won't feature in rotations while we make these changes. Twisted Steel and Panzerstorm will otherwise continue to operate as UK and German factions on grand operations and won't be adjusted in this mode. So I'm guessing that for now, until they're able to make these changes, you'll be able to play Conquest and everything and set it, I'm guessing, as community games, to change it from the UK versus Germans on these maps to the US versus Germans. I'm guessing, unless they have different servers which are playing different kinds of faction types. I'm not too sure, because they haven't gone into too much depth about that. But if you do want to play grand operations with the US versus Germany on these maps, you can't do that. They're saying that they're keeping it UK versus Germany. At least I believe they're doing that for now, and then possibly adding in a configuration where you can change that. Now, we've got a few more bits on the new character things that are coming with the additional kind of character models for the US and the Japanese. So they've said here, to further support these faction changes, new vehicles have been added to the US faction, and we've increased the number of US soldiers characters by 14, with additional soldier characters also being added to Japan. In the full update notes below, I've listed all of these new weapons, gadgets, grenades being added in this update. So here he also does say as well that the update is going live tomorrow. So it's going live on the 4th of June, which is great. Actually, that was way sooner than I expected, but I'm a little bit confused as to why we haven't got a trailer out yet. Maybe there won't be a trailer, I'm not too sure on that, don't take my word for that. But it will be starting at 7 UTC, so I'm not too sure what that time zone is, but 7 UTC tomorrow morning. So the new maps that are coming, obviously, Al Mirage encampment on Conquest, Breakthrough, TDM, and Squad Conquest. Then Province, which is Conquest, Breakthrough, TDM, and Squad Conquest as well. So now we will be going to the weapons and gadgets being added. So it's the Shogren shotgun for the sport class, the Shoshat, the M3 infrared recon, which is the I believe that's like the night vision M1 carbine, the K31 and 43 for the recon, the well gun for the medic, the M1941 Johnson rifle for the assault class, the PPK and PPK suppressed, which will be for all classes, as well as that the M1911 suppressed, which will also be for all classes, with the British well rod, which will also be coming for all classes, as well as a sidearm. The new gadgets that you're getting as well is a Doppelschuss, so I believe that's the flare gun for the recon, double flare gun thing. The RMN-50 grenade launcher for the recon, the pistol flamethrower, which is for the assault class, the shaped charge, which is for the support class, and the Camp Pistol, or Camp Pistole, which is for the support class as well. Now the new grenades, which I was quite interested in that they are adding, is a Firecracker grenade, which will be able to be accessed by all classes. Now I don't know what that is, I might have to look into that, but it may be like, what is it, like the kind of decoy thing that you had in Battlefield 4, where you could place down a decoy and people would think you were there but you're actually not. It was a gadget. That could possibly be what the Firecracker grenade is. The Demolition grenade, which I'm expecting is a high explosive, just normal grenade kind of thing, and the Type 99 mine, which will also be accessible for all classes. So all those grenades are accessible for all classes. Now moving on to the new vehicles as well, which are coming, is the A-20 bomber, which will be for the US, the P-70 Night Fighter, which is also going to be for the US, the P-51D fighter plane, P-51K fighter plane, the M89 Greyhound, and then coming in for the Germans, a new vehicle for the Germans is a Puma armored car. So I believe a few people have been speculating about it, but now it is confirmed that those are the vehicles that we will be definitely getting in this update. Now, there have been a few changes to the BF109s, and they have both been kind of having especially upgraded, their spec tree has been upgraded to be able to compete with the new American planes which are coming into the game. So hopefully that we shouldn't be able to see these new American planes coming in being too overpowered, so the old planes can actually have a chance at fighting against them, but we'll have to wait and see for the update to drop. Also coming in as well with these are a few UI changes. So we'll have fixed an issue that could cause spotting enemies to not show on the minimap if the player walked into their own smoke, and adding the missing descriptions for the Calliope and Hachi in the statistics tab. So there are a few new changes coming. There are more things, but I've gone over them. You can go and look at them yourself. So a little bit more in-depth kind of things. But I've only talked about the more kind of key things that people might be interested in knowing. And I think I personally think it's a good last update. It's not the last update, but the last content update. I think it's a good last content update to come to Battlefield. I think it's better than getting nothing. It's better than them just cutting off support completely and not giving us anything. I like the fact that they are also possibly being able to make maps become adding different factions on those maps, so then be able to have different kinds of replayability on those. Now we have got a confirmation of some more info coming for community games and community games update, but that isn't out yet, so we'll have to wait for that. But I do like what they're doing with this update, and I'm happy with what we've got. It is sad that there isn't going to be no more content coming for the game, but at least we're getting this, and it does have a few great things which are coming, which will be able to extend Battlefield 5's lifetime by a significant amount, I believe. Now, the update availability is on June 4th, 2020 for Xbox. It will be available at 2 AM PDT, 3 AM EDT, 8 AM BST, 9 AM CEST. Then for PC, it will be available at 1 AM PDT, 4 AM EDT, 9 AM BST, 10 AM CEST. Then for PlayStation 4, it will be available at 2 AM PDT, 5 AM EDT, 10 AM BST, and 11 AM CEST. So that's when the community kind of this new update will be dropping for the community. So then you'll be able to play with these new things which will be coming, which will be great. And I hope that you will all be able to give your opinions about this update down in the comments. It'll be interesting to see what people think about these new things coming to the game, because I've seen a few people not being actually so happy about what's coming. But it'll be interesting to see what you guys think. I hope this gave you a little bit of information if you didn't already know about what's coming. And I hope you can stay around, and if you're new to the channel, stick around for new kinds of Milsim content which will be coming out, especially on the 6th of June, which will be a D-Day anniversary Milsim operation. Remember, we gotta use what we have within the game, because we don't have a lot of content, so we're using what we have to be able to make a kind of D-Day scenario. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this update, and I'll see you guys in the next one.